Hello bros and welcome to Aspect Zero Profile Production, and next part, Sakura Succubus. About here. So, a little accident happened. I accidentally forgot to make the self-cam smaller, so I already read all of this, so not gonna be much side dialogue. Alright, have you learned your lesson yet? Yes, big sis, I learned my lesson. I'm sorry. Really? Now, that's what you say, but you don't sound very sorry to me. I still don't think you grasp the sheer gravity of your wrongdoings. No, I do. I definitely do. I understand. So please, let go of the hook. Don't spank me again, Marina. Please don't. That's Miss Marina to you, you ungrateful maggot. And you're in no position to tell me what to do. Now repent. Maybe this help you shed some of your hubris. This is for insulting me. Smack. And this is for bothering Hiroki. Smack. And this is for arguing with Cosmos. Smack. And this is because looking at your smug face pisses me off. What? Hey, wait, that's not fair. Smack. Marina's palm finds out his unprotected ass once more. A palm crackles against the rear like a whip, and Ayo cries out in pain. I think in the patched version, she wouldn't have that skirt over her ass. That's what I guess. Her legs kick back and forth in the air, and tears bed in her eyes. I haven't counted how many times Marina spanked her naughty little sister, but this must be the fourth round or so of her punishment. I've been bent double over Marina's lap, her plush ass raised almost 10 minutes. I started to feel sorry for the poor girl. Is it true I'm pretty obnoxious, but she really deserves such a harsh punishment? Hey Cosmos. I should look at Cosmos when observing the scene with an impressive look on her face. Does Marina often display an eye like this? Yes, Ayo often annoys Marina. She doesn't show her any respect. Ayo blurts out whatever comes into her head, and she gets in trouble. I see. Do you think I should try to stop them? Huh? Why'd you do that? Well... Stop. Why is it burning? Have mercy, Marina. Why should I? After you said so many horrible things about me, this is what you deserve. You should count yourself lucky I'm so merciful. I'd be beating you behind with a slipper. Now apologize. Aren't you a little worried? I sound like she's in a lot of pain. It's fine. She's stronger than she looks. It's all an act. Are you sure? It looks like she's really crying. Her fake tears. She's not really sorry. And she hasn't learned anything from this, I can tell. I know Ayo longer than you have. She's natural born actress. I can't keep up with her really. Talking to people is exhausting. I think I couldn't interact with society while pretending to be somebody else. I guess she's kind of impressive in that sense. Slap. Hey Marina, please stop. I already said I'm sorry. Please don't hit me so hard. It makes it hard to dance. As an idol, I need to take good care of my body. I can't afford to let it all flabby and saggy like yours. Flabby and saggy, am I? That news to me, and I had no idea. But thank you for bringing that to my attention. Now let me repay you for your kindness. What? No, Marina, I didn't mean like that. I just meant, well... Slap. Yeah. But she's so very stupid too. Yes, I can see that for myself. I continue to watch, my lips purse as Marina subjects Ayo to the full brunt of her ire. I do feel sorry for Ayo, but this is her fault. None of this would be happening if she hadn't been so rude to Marina. I don't feel sorry for Ayo. Cousin is right, Ayo really hasn't learned anything. She's such a dummy. Good grief, my hand feels sore after all that exercise. Marina wiggles her fingertips in an attempt to ease the dull ache in her much abused palm. Ayu meanwhile is lying in the sand, curled up in herself in a ball. Her arms are bound about her legs and she's sniffling to herself in a tiny voice I can only half catch above the rolling of the waves. Stupid meanie, what a poopy head. Why do I always get scolded? It's not fair, I didn't do anything wrong. This is all Cosmo's fault. I tell Princess Yu about this. Marina is the worst. Goes for the party kneeling by Ayu's side, gently pats her on the head like one might a farmyard animal and says sweetly, There, don't worry, I'll look after you. Like the hell you will. Ayu throws Cosmo's hand off her, then shoots her fierce glare. Though the intensity of said glare is hampered somewhat by the angry tears still beating in her eyes. I don't want you to want your sympathy. Don't touch me, I hate you. Is that because I have more happy pond followers than you do, despite being a younger? What? No. Like I care about that, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care, I whimpers, her eyelashes squeezing shut as a burst of pain flares through her body. My ass, it stings. It'll be alright, there. Cosmo resumes petting Ayu. This time she doesn't stroke the crown of her head, but the red and the behind. Ayu hisses at this, but she doesn't try to push Cosmos away. Maybe she doesn't have the energy. She certainly looks defeated. Goodness gracious, these silly younger sisters of mine. Marina shakes her head, bemused, and folds her arms over her ample chest. I'm sorry, Hiroki, for causing such a disturbance. I didn't mean to interrupt you while you were working, but I had no choice. Once I heard Cosmos was coming here, I knew I had to check up on things too. Cosmos and Ayu have always butted heads, and I feared there would be some fallout. We Succubus are physically stronger than most humans, so I was worried they might get caught up in one of the silly fights and then you'd be injured. So that's why Marina's here. I was wondering. That makes sense, I guess. The oldest Succubus in the group has felt obligated to discipline her juniors, least they cause me any problems. Marina might come across as a cool, distant beauty, but she's actually quite caring. Thanks, Marina. You helped me out a lot. Those two were tugging at my arms so hard I was afraid I'd split down the middle. If you had split down, it might be for the best, then my sister wouldn't fight over you, so... But perhaps two Hiroki would not be enough. I'm fond of you too, and I don't want to give you up to Ayu or Cosmo without a fight. Marina pouts cutely, curling strands of white hair around her finger. Well, you don't think I'm old and saggy, do you, Hiroki? What? Of course not. Really, you might be older than Ayu and Cosmo, but that doesn't diminish your charms. I think you're a very attractive woman. I'm glad you care about me so much. That makes me very happy. Oh, thank goodness. That's a relief. I don't tend to let Ayu's word get to me, but she is right on that score. I am a good deal older than both her and Cosmos. I've been feeling somewhat self-conscious about it as of late. In any event, I must apologize once more for getting in your way. As a businesswoman myself, I know how aggravating it is to be distracted while on the job. It's alright. I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. You convinced Ayu to meet with me and paid for the tickets. I'm in your debt, Marina. I bow my head before her and she smiles. That's quite alright there. As you are my partner, I'm only natural I should help you where I can. I fear my machinations have done little to aid you, though. Marina placed her fingers against her chin and thoughtful look upon her face. Were you able to take any photographs, are you? I took a few, but it would be nice if I could get some more of it. It'd be good to get some shots of her in the different outfits and different locations. Yes, indeed, you're quite right. Then the solution is clear. You must spend even more time with us. Oh yes, that's a great idea. Ayu, seemingly recovered from the trauma, springs to her feet. She strikes a cute pose and proclaims, one day is simply not enough to capture all of my charm. If you want to get some decent photographs of yours truly, you need to spend at least a week in my presence. That's not fair. I want to spend a week with Hiroki too. And I could use a break from work. It'd be very much like to toy with you to a full 7 days, darling. Like hell, he's your darling. He's my cameraman. No, he's my boyfriend. Darling? Cameraman. Boyfriend. You guys? I glance between the three Succubus and an awkward grimace on my face. Naturally, I'm flattered that these three babes have taken such an interest in me, but I'm a little perturbed too. I don't want them to attack one another again. I'm not worth it. Besides, I don't think I'll be able to get a full week off work. My boss is very stingy. He turned down my request in an instant. Oh, I wouldn't worry about him, darling. Marina replies archly with a nary hint of concern marriage her pretty face. I arranged something with the boss of yours. He's a tedious bore of a man, but I can wrap him around my little finger like a yarn. It's not like you'll be on vacation anyway. You'll be busy taking photos of me for upcoming archery. You can put it down as a business expense. And then when you're tired from work, you can collapse in my arms. I give you a long, firm massage and help you forget all your who's. Hehehe. What? No way. I'll be the one to ease Hiroki's concerns. Really, but he's not your boyfriend. He's just your cameraman. You have no right to touch him. That would be a breach of workplace ethic. You're smarter than you look. And you're just as dumb as you look. Why you? That does it. I am going to start brawling, still dressed in skimpy Succubus attire. Cosmos tugs the dice long twin tails while I pinch the Cosmos cheek like Moochie. And great shouts echo across the sand, mingled with the crowing of the gulls. Those two are certainly lively, aren't they? Yes, indeed. It's because they're so young. Relatively speaking, they have a lot to learn. Marina sighs and shakes her head. She looks exasperated, like a put-upon teacher, but I think I can see genuine compassion in her eyes. Cousin and I might annoy her, but I'm sure she cares for them, just as she cares for me. I find myself thinking she make a great mother. So nurturing. Well, putting them to one side for now. Would you like to go to a trip to a hot spring with us next week? I prefer it if it was just you and I, of course, but I doubt those girls will let us shirk off on our own. It can be very demanding, and you do need to take more photographs of you. I work things out with your boss and pay for it out of pocket. How does that sound? Sounds pleasant enough, but... Now. Marina cups my cheeks with her hands and leans in, her heart soft-lidded and sultry. A large bosom presses against my chest, and I can smell a powerful floral aroma emitting from her skin. I'm not sure it's because of Marina's perfume or it's some scent unique to Succubus. Now that I think about it, Cousin smells pretty good too. Please say yes. Marina stares into my eyes, her voice soft, seductive whisper. I would break my heart if you refused, my darling Hiroki. Well, honestly speaking, I'm a little worried about this invitation. While I love to relax my weary body in a hot spring, being groped at by 3 horny Succubus sounds exhausting. Who knows being Mr. Popular would be so hard. I'm not sure if I can deal with Cosmos and our constant bickering for a whole week. But Marina's being so kind, I'd feel guilty refusing her offer. Her dynamite body is similarly hard to resist. Oh, alright then, I'll go with you. I would make a nice change of pace at least. Wonderful. I know you make the right choice, Hiroki. Well, of course I made the right choice. I didn't have any choice to make. Put that beside the point. Looks like I'll be going on a trip soon. I can hardly wait. Next Monday. Is this the place we'll be staying? Yes, it is. I was the best rated ryokan in the area. It's in such a beautiful scenic location. What do you think, everybody? Whoa. I was so impressed as I take my surroundings. After a couple of hours on the train with only a handful of changes, the four of us made our way to our destination, that being the charming ryokan. The ryokan is located in the countryside, only a stone's throw away from Mount Fuji. This ryokan's location at the top of a hill, and though getting there was a bit of a slog, I think it was worth it. The air smells crisp and clean, and the tall cedar trees are breathtaking. The ryokan itself is a large, spacious building which looks like a little like an old-fashioned palace. A gentle breeze ruffles the hem of my shirt, and I fly away here. I can smell sulfur mingled with the earthy aroma of the forest. Is that from the hot springs? I haven't seen the springs yet, but if they're anything like the facade of this ryokan, I'm sure they'll be luxurious. This place looks nice, Marina. In fact, it looks better than nice. I never stayed anywhere this fancy in my life. Thank you for organizing this trip, but are you sure you're alright paying for this? This place looks expensive. Don't worry about it there, I have more than enough money. I prefer us to use my wealth to bring others joy rather than hoarding it like a dragon. And what about you two? Marina shoots quizzically looks at I and Cosmo, final two members of our quartet. Do you like this place? Yeah, I think it's incredible. I never been to the countryside before. I thought it would be smelly and run down, but this place is amazing. I need to take a lot of photos. My fans on Rapipon would love to see this. Cosmo reaches into her pocket shorts and extricates her phone. How does her phone even fit in those shorts? I mean, I can understand if they fit in her jacket, but her shorts? I don't think anything could fit in there. Not even a small piece of paper. She begins snapping pictures of the ryokan extensively with all the gusto of an American tourist. I'm glad you're so easy to please. Marina giggles. And what about you, Her Majesty over here? Like how you stand proud and undaunted. She's clad in the furry costume she usually wears while performing. Her skirt layered like a wedding cake. Her white shirt bedecked with ribbons. She even wearing the little hat that caught my attention during our first meeting. How does that stay on her head anyway? It's a mystery. I actually think one of her horns might actually protrude out of her head, and that hat is put over that. That's the only way I can think of that would make it not able to fall off. Unless there's some magic with the magnets. It's too hot outside. I'm sweaty. If you checked the weather forecast before you set off, you would have known that. Marina clicks her tongue. Why didn't you decide to wear that silly outfit anyway? It's not very practical. Says you, miss. I live in my business suits. Business suits are certainly more sensible than your over-designed garments. I can always take off my jacket and unbutton my shirt if I get too hot, but now how can you cool down? You're already exposed in so much, there's little left for you to remove. Can it, you old hag? I have to wear this outfit, rain or shine. As an idol, I'm always performing for my fans, whether I'm on stage or not. That being the case, I always need to look cute. That's very inspiring, but I don't think you need to wear quite that many ribbons. We got no shortage of funny looks on the train here, thanks to Ayu's appearance. Does she love being the center of attention that much? She's so vain. Oh, what do you know? You're just a cameraman. You don't understand the first thing about fashion. I'd rather die than wear a boring suit like you or a baggy yak like Cosmos. I'm too good for that. Have fun sweating them. I won't have fun. Nothing about this rotten journey has been fun so far, but I'm doing my best to bear it. There's nobody better than faking smiles like seasoned idols. Really though? Ayuska also faced thunderous once more. I hate the countryside, especially in the summer. It's so muggy and there are so many insects. It's smelly, it's nasty, and it's inconvenient. Plus, this place looks like it's hundreds of years old. I'd rather stay in a nice modern hotel, not a hovel like this. Why you? Marina rounds on the problematic. I don't know that ready to discipline her, but Cosmos gets there quicker. She grabs a hold of Iris' bright smile on her face and says, "Don't be mad, we're on vacation. Smile, are you?" I don't feel like smiling, particularly not when I'm with you. Let go of me. I won't. We need to take photos together so everybody on Rapipon knows we're having fun. I want to make 3 million fans happy. You're an idol, you should understand. Don't you want to make your fans happy too? Like I care about them. They're all disgusting pigs. I bet they'll break out into a cold sweat if they ever spoke to a real woman. They're the worst. Wait, did you say you want to upload this photo to Rapipon? Yes, I do. Is that a problem? No, that's not a problem. In fact, I think it might be a good idea. After all, we're such good friends. Huh, she's changed her tune. I can't imagine why. She thinks she can steal Cosmos followers or something like that. They should probably get like 100,000 more followers. Well, it depends if Cosmos followers actually have any brains. No, Ayu doesn't say it a lot. I think I understand what prompted this sudden bout of docility. Cosmos has 3 million Rapipon followers, but Ayu has less than 1 million. If Cosmos uploads this selfie of them online, it should boost Ayu's exposure. Ayu doesn't care about Cosmos, and she certainly doesn't want to be her friend. She's just trying to steal her fans. I wonder what to think of this little ploy. It's unfair to Cosmos. Ayu's being a brass and about this, I can't help but feel annoyed. Cosmos seems pretty genuine about her befriending Ayu, but all Ayu can think of is herself. She's so selfish. I don't think Ayu deserves a sweet, earnest friend like Cosmos. And that's where we'll leave off. I already saved, so I'm not gonna do that again. At least that was all I had for Sakura Succubus this time now, so hit like and subscribe and see you next time. Bye bye!